Hello guys and welcome to a brand new video. Today I'm here with Rupan Zero, episode number 2 reaction. Alright, before I begin, I want to say something that is my reactions to the episode will be 1 week delayed, you can probably say. Basically, episode 2 had already come out previous week, but I had completed recording when episode 2 came out, and that's why I wasn't able to record my reaction to it. So like now this week, now that I'm recording episode number 2, episode 3 will probably come out a few hours later. So when I'm doing it, I my timing, accounting my timing and my schedule is not going according to what I thought it would go. So I'll be kind of lagging by 1 week kind of. So next week when episode 4 is supposed to come out, I'll probably be reacting to episode 3. So that's what's going to happen, and that's just something that I wanted to tell you guys. So yeah, all right, let's okay, before we begin, the previous episode, Rupan Zero began, and I have to say there's a few things that I really liked. Obviously, I loved the fact that we're getting to see like Rupan in his childhood, and we can probably get to see how we can see in the previous episode how he is kind of different from the Rupan that we know, which obviously shows how he matured throughout the years and how he gained his experience and everything. So I really like this side of the Rupan where we're getting to see when Rupan was not as amazing as he is now. Obviously, he was a kid. He needed to learn a lot of things, and we saw how he met Jigen. Obviously, this is like a different type of show as far as I could gather from the comments. Obviously, this is since there's no canonical timeline or no canonical storyline of Rupan. This is also another version of it. And yeah, and I'm liking how this is the story where he met Jigen when he was a child, and stuff like that. So we also got to meet a new character over in the previous episode, which I doubt is going to ever come back. Her name is Yoko, I think that was her name. And yeah, she's probably that for only for that one episode. And or maybe I'm wrong, who knows, maybe if she'll appear in the future episodes, I'm not really sure. But what I gather from this is she'll be like those characters who just appear for one episode, become the central character for that one episode, then they leave, that type of thing. Either way, yeah, we saw the previous episode. It was a great episode. We get to see how Rupan and Jigen become friends, and yeah, it was a really great beginning. And I like the art style, I like the animation style, everything is very nice. So let's see what happens in this episode number 2. Let us begin. I'll be putting the subtitles on the timer here. Sync it to whichever is your preference, and let's get started. All right, here's the countdown. 3, 2, 1, go. Okay. Mhm. All right, let's begin. Oh, okay. Do not open. Oh, what is that? My god, that laugh. Ah. Hmm. Oh my god. That's what they've been doing? Great. Okay. Yakisoba no tempura. Yakisoba pan. Yes! Wow. Damn, this is the origin of yakisoba bread. Oh, that's funny. Oh, he just nabbed it. What is that? Is that like a necklace or something? Oh, great. Oh, wow. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh! Oh! Oh no, this is. Oh no. The girls will be. Wow. Hey, how is he eating? Yeah. Hmm. Oh my, these guys. Hang tight to the treasure on the train. Hmm. Private. Oh, okay. These are golden. Oh, because it was black and white picture, we didn't realize it was golden. I thought it was silver. Hmm. So it is kind of like a necklace. Solid reputation. Yeah, he's gonna. No. Yes. Good plan. Okay. Seems like everything is normal. Oh, there might be a gun over there. Oh, great. That's Rupan. That's Rupan. Well, come on. He is pissed. He's like, who'll be able to get? Oh no! Oh great! Where does random kids come from? Okay, so this is going to be him versus Jigen. What, was this Shaman? Shaman, isn't it? Oh! Wait, what the? Why does she have a... Oh, those guys stole it. I think, or something. What? 11th daughter. No. Yes. Oh boy. So, I'm guessing those guys stole it from her family or something. Oh yeah. Oh. Oh god, that was funny. Oh boy. Not just yet. Yeah, that's true. Well, she's already on the train. Yeah. All right. Oh, here he is. Oh no, stop. Oh my god, you just gave it all away. Oh, is it part of the plan? What is that, ash? Acted as a smoke screen. Where's Jigen? Where's Jigen? Oh, there. Yo, is she clapping? Is she clapping in the background? Oh, there he is. Oh my god. Yo, man. Why is no one reacting? There's a goddamn gun in the... Oh boy. Oh! Okay, that was smooth. Oh no. Oh. Damn. Well, alright, he's gone. Yeah, and what were you two adults doing? Just sitting down and... Great. Oh. Hmm. Yeah. It's probably their stuff. Yeah, they stole it, like I said. From the grave. Probably not. Huh. Hmm. Yeah. Oh my god. Wait, what did she... How did he... Oh no! Oh my god. Uh... What the... Oh my god. That was a... He stole the stuff! Ugh. He grabbed a bowl of rice. Good god. Yeah, he didn't know that. There you go. Well, it's a job that he took. He gets someone knows. Well, that's the part of Rupan that is. What? Really? Okay. Wait, what's he carrying? What is that? Oh, is that like a in? Is that the engine? No, what is that? Behind him? Oh wow. Oh. Ah, that was funny. No. Get this from defense. The- Hmm. True. Like he wasn't able to do what he wanted at that moment because he's working under them. There's no freedom to this. Oh my god. What the hell? Why? Ah, great. Like just what's he doing? Yes! Perfect. That's a oh god. Just take that thing out, you know? That's like a um come on, Jigen, shoot. You're way faster than him. You can easily shoot his hands. Alright, Jigen probably shot. There you go. Oh. No, yeah, he doesn't know that all this is happening. Is he gonna jump? Oh my god. Hey yo, the hen. Or no, the rooster. Yeah, you should probably go and I don't know, jump. Is it really? Okay, nah. Oh god. Oh boy. No, that's oh god. Oh, it broke. Okay, that's great. Oh, he's going to. Oh damn. Yeah, he's trying to change the. Wow. Oh my god, that's crazy. Oh! Oh god. Hey, the train is in mid-air now. Oh no, it's. Wow. Ugh. Okay, that was something. Hmm. Well, he did save. Oh yeah, that's true. It's true. Yeah. Oh my god. Okay, so mission successful? Hmm. Yeah, they become friends. Yeah. Oh boy. Okay, how much? Ooh, a lot. Crockpan. Yeah, he probably will this time. Yes. Using a bicycle. What, you use the money to, okay. Exactly. How are the money still floating in the air? Oh wow, that was nice. Okay, I'm not going to look at this section because obviously the preview is showing here. So after this, I listened to the ending before. So yeah, I'm going to end it here because I don't want to see the preview. All right, that was the episode. Now, okay, so here we kind of see that this was an episode which kind of strengthened Rupan and Jigen's bond even more, and we get to see how like they did kind of help out Yoko together, but like Jigen said here, that even though I did that and it was nice, I feel like we are two of us are kind of way in different, like, in different worlds. We are like, we belong in different worlds, and that's why, like, he's sometimes mature. However, most of the time he's just joking around, and he thinks that it's like, their friendship is not that, like, it wouldn't work out. However, obviously by the end of it we see how they become better friends, and this episode was basically where these two had to work together to achieve a result, and in return that strengthened their bond even more. So we begin this episode with Rupan and with Jigen looking at the picture of the necklace thing, and Rupan comes in and uh, he's like, oh, like, this is the place where the photography club are, like, situated. And oh god, these these people, they took like photos, like questionable photos of everyone, and that's what they're doing. And Rupan found out the pictures, and he gets, his notice gets distracted where he sees Jigen looking at the picture of the thing. And then Lupin says, like, oh, there's a new a new bread that has come out, that is yakisoba pan. Now I love the fact that this is basically the creation of the yakisoba pan, where what you do is just put in yakisoba inside like a bread, and like, it's like I'm pretty sure, like, all people who are, like, who are from Japan, and or probably who have been watching anime for a long time, must have definitely heard or seen about yakisoba pan. Like, it comes out in every, like, slice of life anime. At least there's like one episode where the the characters in the anime go out to the school canteen to get their hands on a yakisoba pan. So I'm pretty sure it's everyone knows about it. So that's the kind of the creation of that is here in Lupin, where Lupin is like, oh, a new thing has been, like, made, like, which is like they put yakisoba inside a pair of bread, and it's like a crazy good thing, and it's being, like, it's so popular that it's being sold out so quickly. So he's like, let's do a bet, let's do a challenge, Jigen. And obviously Jigen's not like, excited. Jigen's like, I don't care, but Rupan grabs the picture and, like, like, starts running away. Obviously Jigen has to follow him now, and this is Rupan we're talking about. Like, even though Jigen is good at like shooting and everything, this is Rupan's area of expertise, like, grabbing, like, stealing stuff and just giving the slip. So that's what he does, just steals the thing, just starts, like, just moving around, zigzagging around, and easily gets out of the school, distracts the whole school population by throwing out the pictures, and everyone, like, everyone gets mad at it. All the girls are like, what the hell is this? All the boys are just picking them up, while Jigen is trying to find out his picture, which might be included in them. And all of the girls are like, what the hell, like, like, this is what you're doing. And Jigen is like, oh god. And finally Jigen gets the picture back, and Rupan is like, oh, I got my yakisoba pan, I won. So Jigen here, obviously we can see how Jigen is frustrated. He's like he's not really getting into this whole thing of going along with Rupan's antics. He's like, oh, he's a child, like, it's like basically like, like, he's doing these things. Now here we can see that obviously their bond is not as close as it got into in the first episode. So from that point onwards, obviously Rupan is extremely curious about Jigen. He's like continuously just keeping an eye on him, and like trying to figure out what he's doing. And as soon as Jigen goes away, Rupan gets interested, and he probably just followed him there. So Jigen gets into the train, and we meet the clients, the clients who are hiring him for this job. So basically the job is to to save the, not save, but to protect the necklace thing. And yeah, so he goes out to kind of survey the whole train, and he's keeping an eye on anyone who looks suspicious. There was like one lady who was like peeling an apple, one person with a guitar, like case, and Jigen's keeping an eye on them. Jigen's like, oh, those might be like those might be things that they might use later on if they're if they're like here in disguise or something. But in comes Rupan, and I love the fact that at first he didn't realize it was Rupan unless until Rupan comes in, and Rupan is like, oh, you want a candy? And then he's like, what about it, Jigen? You want a lollipop? And Jigen is like, why are you doing here? So again, Jigen gets frustrated. Jigen is like, what the hell, he's here, that means he's going to mess things up again. And Rupan is just Rupan, he's just having like a good time. He's like, haha, let's do something then, like and I thought he was going to say something like, oh, anyone who's able to find, not find, but who's able to save this the necklace from anyone who's going to try to get it will be the winner to this contest. But what he does is actually the opposite. He says like, I'll try to get the necklace, you try to save it. And he just goes away, and Jigen is like, oh my god. And again he just gives a slip, because he just the coat that he was wearing, he slips down and goes away, and Jigen gets preoccupied by a lot of kids who are like trying to get the lollipops from his jacket. And here Rupan meets this girl, what's her name, just a minute. Okay, she's a shaman, and we can see her earrings are kind of like that. Okay, so she's like, move, I'm trying to find something. And Rupan, okay, she says, this has been passed through my tribe for generations. I'm performing an arcane technique. You can reveal the location of missing items. So Rupan's like, all right, you know what? I also know a few stuff like this. Okay, so this girl's name is Marinal. Okay, Marinal Zolishen Napakapkoka. And okay, Marinal. I'll try to keep it in mind. So Rupan is like, all right, I also know a few of these like arcane techniques. And he says that the object that you seek is a golden color, looks like a cow bone necklace, specifically some fancy regalia. And she's like, oh, you also know shaman techniques, arcane techniques. And so, okay, so he's like, why are you trying to find it? And he says that, like, these guys took it from us. They took it from our place, stole it, literally. And Rupan's like, all right, I'm going to help you out. But at first she's like, no, I don't need your help. But then Rupan is like, oh, there's a fierce warrior on the other compartment, like, you need your help. And okay, so after that, Jigen comes in this compartment, and he's trying to find out if there's someone suspicious. And he kind of goes around and comes to that girl, and the girl just starts screaming. She's like, what are you are you a pervert or something, like, you're like, what are you doing here, trying to. And Jigen is like, oh, I'm sorry, I didn't realize you were a lady. He leaves. And we see that Rupan was like hidden along with the girl. So okay, here, okay, where's okay, so she asks Rupan that have you engaged in combat with him when Rupan was talking about him, and he says like no, not just yet anyway. So there's a few things we need to see here. First of all, this is the first point of interest where we see the girl looking at Rupan, because when Rupan said that, oh, I've still not fought him, so this is the first thing. The next thing that we get to see is where Jigen was talking about, no, where she talks to Rupan about if you're friends or not. And later on, obviously, when she talks to Jigen, again the whole topic about friendship comes in. So obviously all these things included, she realizes what the problem is between Rupan and Jigen. It's the fact that both are actually so much like they both are like kind of worlds apart. Both are like in their own what kind of like own bubble or whatever you say, in their own world. Rupan is like this rich boy who is like who's like does thievery, while Jigen has been like like in war zones and everything. He's been struggling from his childhood, and he's been just like like he's like he's that type of person. He's like surviving. So that is the reason why both are not able to kind of acknowledge each other because of that distance. And but they want to acknowledge each other, that type of a thing, like seeing these type of like little hints, the girl was able to realize that, and later on she kind of tells that, like kind of explains that to them, and they also realize it. Okay, so after that we get to see those guys, they're talking about the Soul Reaper who might come as a curse to try to get it. And while these things were happening, Rupan comes in a disguise with the girl, and and the girl is like, there you go, you see, like that's the thing, I knew it was here. And they realize like, oh, this must be the Soul Reaper that they were talking about. However, not Soul Reaper, Grim Reaper, what the hell, like Soul Reaper, god damn, it's like talking about Bleach or something. All right, Grim Reaper. So here Rupan Rupan is just standing there smiling while this girl throws like ash towards them, and they get, at first they get afraid. They're like, what the hell is this, some kind of a curse? But using that opportunity and using it as a smoke screen, Rupan quickly grabs the suitcase and runs away. And they're like running away. Obviously this is Rupan we're talking about. They're quickly running away, and as soon as more they're coming in coming closer to them, like Rupan throws the plates towards them. And I love the fact that that old lady behind them was just clapping. She was clapping, wasn't she? Wait a minute. Yeah, she was clapping. That old lady is just looking and clapping like this. I love how calm all the passengers were throughout this whole shenanigan. Like everyone's so calm. Like in the later section, Jigen pulls out a gun and everyone's like calm. They're not saying anything. It's like I don't know what the hell. Anyways, they just leave through the side door, and in front of the front compartment, Jigen is there. Jigen is there in front of them. Those guys are there behind them. Jigen has a gun, points it towards them, and here we get to see that at first, obviously, the girl was like, why is he not shooting? Because Jigen is not shooting, just frozen completely. So using that little opportunity, what Rupan does is grabs the girl, does a little, like a little twist, throws the guy who was coming towards him on towards Jigen, and they were almost going to get caught by the other guy waiting. However, the girl comes and kicks the guy and gets the suitcase, and they're able to get out of that place. So okay, so they're able to run away, and Rupan and the girl goes into like a little compartment where there's like cows and other animals, and Rupan is like, oh, like should we like this, like he's like, oh, I thought this is empty, should we not hide here? But the girl is like, oh, let's hide here, the cows are guardian deities of my people. And he's like, all right, fine, like, and then gets in. And here she talks about what these necklaces are. These are like, you know, like relics which they stole from the grave of the king, and they're trying to now sell it to someone else, I'm guessing. So obviously this is something that I'm like mostly Jigen probably doesn't know, and that's why he's doing it. And she asks a few questions to Rupan. She's like, what about that cat boy? Like, you know, is he your friend? If he's your friend, why is he helping them? And then Lupan's like, oh no, he's not my friend. I don't think he's my friend. And then she's like, but he hesitated to shoot his gun when he saw you. And Lupin was very surprised. Lupin was like, really? And then Lupin was like, are we really friends? Like when she's thinking about that, Jigen comes in, and oh my god, the girl's pouch was like, you know, the thing was dropping down from the pouch. That's how they were able to get them. So okay, so here they throw out Rupan outside, and Rupan just falls into a house, breaks the roof, and steals a cup of like, you know, rice. Not a cup, but a bowl of rice with a little fish on it. All within that little amount of time. And he tried to get on top of the mountain to get into the train. However, the train just left. So he's like, all right, let me do something. So here we get to see they changed train into like, took like a little small little locomotive. And like, you know, Jigen is there and the girl is being tied. So they're planning to actually ditch the locomotive and these two as well. So that's what their plan is. While Jigen is talking to the girl, and here the girl talks to Jigen, and the girl talks about what is your relationship with Rupan. He asks the same thing to Rupan as well. She asks the same thing to Jigen as well. Rupan was surprised. Rupan, like, you know, when he heard that, oh, Jigen did not shoot, he was a little bit surprised, and he's like, oh. And here Jigen kind of does the same thing as well. He also denies the fact that, oh, we are friends. He says that okay, so she also tells him that, oh, these, like, you know, this necklace is actually our property. They stole it literally from the grave of our king. And obviously Jigen was like, oh, so that's why, like, you know, these people are also like are liars. And here the girl asks him that, aren't you friends with Rupan? So why are you siding with them? So Jigen says like, oh no, we are not friends. We live in totally different worlds. And he says that I don't understand what's going through his head. I can never tell. But other times he's strangely mature, other times he just acts like a spoiled brat. And a wolf mixed in with a bunch of sheep, that's what I thought at first when I helped out Yoko, saved Yoko alongside him. However, and he says like, I admit that, but he gets on my nerves, acting like a mature adult, because 1 minute he'll be challenging me to some stupid game, and next minute he's trying to, yeah, like do something like, you know, mature. So that's what he's like, you know, like kind of talking about. He's talking about it and smiling. And she's like if he's not your friend, why are you smiling and talking about him? Like, in my place, that's what we call friends, you know. And then she starts singing like a song. like a little what's gonna, like a spell which is going to help them make up. And yeah, so now here's one thing we have to see here is that what Jigen's talk says about Rupan and what Rupan says about Jigen. So this is the thing, like I said, these two are like in such a different, both of them are such in a different world, that each of them are not able to, what can I say, acknowledge each other, but at the fact they do want to acknowledge each other, that type of thing. They don't know how to do it. And I feel like in the first episode, what happened is, like, this is what happened actually. The first episode, the reason why we saw Rupan and Jigen get that close and became such good friends is because Yoko was there, you know. Yoko acted as a bridge. Yoko acted as a bridge between Rupan and Jigen's relationship, and that is why, you know, both of them had like a singular goal. They were going to help Yoko out, save her, and you know, Yoko like equally adored them both, and that is the reason why, you know, like since Yoko was there, through Yoko's connection, both Jigen and Rupan were able to become friends. As soon as Yoko left, you know, obviously these two, again, their relationship became a little bit like it happens, you know. This is the type of thing. Imagine you have you know, like you are like obviously you and there's another person, and both of you have a singular common friend, both of you and your singular common friend come and you guys are talking. Your friend is joking around, laughing with both of you. You're also laughing at the other person's joke, and it's going on. You three are like, kind of talking and having a good time. Then imagine one day your singular common friend just leaves, like goes somewhere for like a week for a vacation or something, and now what you're left with is just the other person. The bond that you got, kind of got because those, the other person was your friend, they acted as a bridge towards of you, is going to be kind of broken down a little bit. You feel awkward interacting with the other person. Like, I know this because this is a common situation that used to happen in our school, where I remember like being friends with someone, and obviously classes change, when you go up, one year ends, in the next year into a new class, new friends, that happens. And like this happened where I remember I had a friend in one class. I was really good friends with him. The next year I go to another new class. My friend was there. My friend's friend was also there. My friend was talking to his other friend who I had no connection with, and then we started talking. I started talking because I knew him, and he started talking to me because he knew him, like a singular bridge, like I said. And we used to have a good time and talk and everything. But then whenever my friend would be absent, our common friend would be absent, it would be like an awkward situation between us two. We wouldn't be able to communicate, and it's like a weird thing. However, little by little, it did kind of change, and we became better friends. And now I'm more friends with him than the other friend. It's basically that situation. I am better friends with him than my other friend. That kind of situation happened. And that is why it's a similar situation. I just, as soon as I saw this situation, I was like, yep, that's exactly what's happening here. Yoko was their common friend, and Yoko was the bridge that kind of connected those two. Now that Yoko is gone, these two are struggling as to how to talk. And the fact that those two are actually comes from way varied backgrounds doesn't help. Jigen thinks that he's just joking around half of the time and not serious, while Lupin is just is that type of a person. They're not really accustomed to each other's characteristics as well. That's why they're having a trouble to kind of communicate. However, the fact is that they were good friends. Even though Yoko became the bridge between them, they became good friends, and that is the reason why when Jigen was talking about Lupin, he was kind of smiling because he was remembering the good times. However, he cannot communicate properly with Lupin because of his own, background, and he thinks that, oh, Lupin's just joking around half of the times. So that's the thing, and it's perfectly normal, And again, here in this episode, we get to see this little girl kind of talk to them, both of them, and she tells Jigen that, just think about it. You're smiling and talking about him. You must be friends. And that is where it probably struck Jigen, and Jigen was like, yeah, I need to think about it and realize. And there you go. And I feel like this whole thing where he kind of said oh, he's I don't understand what his deal is. Half of the time he's mature, half of the time he's like a little spoiled brat just joking around. I don't understand. And it's so funny that now that I see obviously the adult Jigen and the adult Lupin, their relationship that we have seen up until now, we kind of get to see how Lupin rubbed off on Jigen, because Jigen is also kind of like that nowadays. He also jokes around and does crazy weird stuff, and Lupin and him just has a great time. But Jigen was like this, all serious, But Lupin probably spending time with Lupin, he rubbed off on him, and he's like that now as well. He can appreciate a good joke nowadays. Which obviously it was not the case before. And that is the good thing about Lupin as well. He knows where it's when you have to be serious, and he knows you should not let go of your inner child. Lupin has that inner child inside of him, and because of that inner child, he's able to be so much positive all the time, even at the face of death. And that's the best part of Lupin, which I'm pretty sure Jigen also realized little by little and was able to appreciate it. And now he obviously he doesn't understand that. He's like, what the hell is this? And he's like a child, and but I'm pretty sure he was able to realize that as more he spent time with him, and he was able to appreciate that quality in Lupin, which is his inner child, which never went away. He still has his inner child, Lupin, and that's the best part of Lupin. He's able to be positive and brave even at many serious times. And yeah, anyways, after that we get to see Lupin is on a little bike. He's just going riding the bike, going towards the train, gets inside the train. It's like a lot of no, these are not chickens, these are roosters, aren't they? I think so, yeah. All of them are there, a lot of those, like the roosters in the cages. And here we get to see Jigen comes in confrontation with Lupin. And here Lupin kind of says another hard-hitting thing towards Jigen, which I feel like is another thing that influenced Jigen. And we get to see the Jigen now because Lupin probably told him this thing. He says that, why are you working for them? Like, you want to work for these people? Where is that part where he says this? Just a minute. Okay, he says it's another job, and that's Lupin. When Lupin says, that's not what I'm asking you. Being a stooge for those losers, I want to know if you're happy with that. Me, I don't take orders from anybody. I'm my own master. Contracts or anything else, I don't abide by my parents. So Jigen, what about you? And there you go. And here Jigen kind of thinks about it. He's like, yeah, that's true. And nowadays we obviously the Jigen that we see now, obviously even though he takes a lot of job, he does work for a lot of clients and everything. I'm pretty sure the fact is that if he's not able to agree with whatever the other person is doing or whatever the contract they're giving him, he won't do the job. However, here the Jigen we see here is, even though he was not happy with the whole situation, he still was like helping them out because that was like another job. Because we saw when he got confronted with the truth, when he realized, when the girl told him that, oh, this is something they stole, he was not happy about it, but he still is trying to help them out, do the job. So that's the thing. Nowadays, obviously, Jigen has changed. Like, I'm pretty sure Jigen nowadays, like the adult Jigen, would probably not do anything that he himself doesn't want to do. However, here Jigen is clearly doing the job because he signed in for the job, even though he himself is not happy with the job. So that's what Lupin tells him. Lupin is like, you're just working for them because they hired you. You're just doing the job which you're not comfortable with, because of the fact that they're hired you. So you're not your own master, and that's what he says, and that's what Jigen realizes here. And he comes to a decision. Obviously, Lupin and those guys come in. Lupin just puts the cage of rooster on top of one of those guys' heads, and they take the girl as a hostage. And they're like, oh, Lupin is like, oh, there's like, oh, Lupin, jump out, otherwise this girl will die. And he was ready to jump out. However, we see Jigen here. Jigen was way quicker with his gun. He took a decision. He came to a decision. He was like, yeah, I'm the master of my own job. And he shot the guy in his hand. The gun fell down. And yeah, they threw them out of the train. The other guy who was just operating the train, he also gets afraid looking at the girl and jumps out. So there you go. Everything is fine, but at the same time, it's not fine because the train is at full speed going. So what are they going to do? Obviously, there's an option of jumping out, but the girl is like, no, I'm not going to let all these animals to die. We're going to stop the train. But how do we stop the train? It's going to go and crash into an intersection. So obviously, Jigen is like, all right, what they have to do is go towards other track, take the other track. And there's a coal station or whatever on top where there's a lot of coal. So that direction we should go. So Jigen takes out his gun and starts shooting in the rail. And obviously 1 or 2 bullets won't do anything. So he takes out like a bunch of bullets, like a whole belt of bullets, and keeps shooting at the same place over and over again. And obviously if you are able to shoot 30-40, not 30-40, he shot way more than that. How many bullets? At least 70 bullets I'm pretty sure he shot in that small amount of time. Now if you're able to shoot that many bullets at the same place over and over again, obviously the track is going to change eventually. And the track wasn't able to completely smoothly change. It's impossible for it to completely smoothly change. It did change a little bit. That is the reason why the train just like it got a jerk and it almost got out of derailed completely. However, okay, yeah, it was not a smooth turn, obviously, because he was shooting it. And that is why it did change its direction. However, it almost derailed. Jigen almost fell down, but Lupin just grabbed him. And then Jigen shot the wheel, which is going to bring down all the coal. And somehow they were able to stop the train, Coal dropped on top of the train, and the train stopped because of that. Yeah, everyone's kind of fine, Jigen is like, my god, this was a crazy thing. And he takes out the cigarette to light it, and Lupin, I don't know, comes here and does like a weird thing. Then he brings out the feather and he's like, better not light that cigarette, because the whole place will blow up because of the ash, the coal ash. And Jigen's like, oh yeah, you're right. And he keeps it down and he's like, yeah, that's true, like I almost killed us all off over here if I lit the cigarette. And yeah, and everyone's happy, the animals are safe as well, and there you go. So in the end, the girl is going to leave. She has gotten what he came here for, and she gave them the earrings, and she's like, yeah, so sell these things and it's going to fetch a couple of pennies. And then she kind of says that, oh, my incantation worked, didn't it? And Jigen's like, oh my god. And yeah, later on we get to see they got a good chunk of money for that, like a lot of bills. And that was like only Jigen's share. So the similar amount I'm pretty sure Lupin also got. So there you go. And he gives that to Jigen, and Jigen's like, I'm going to keep this as a fee. And then Lupin is like, all right, you know what, Jigen, a new thing has has been created, which is Krokkepan, and it's been made over that, that store. So should we make this a contest? And obviously I'm pretty sure everyone was sure by this point that Jigen is going to take that challenge, because Jigen taking the challenge showed how he changed, how he was able to appreciate Lupin's shenanigans, and that in itself shows how good friends they have become. And Jigen is like, at first Jigen is like, oh, kind of does a little bit of an acting. He's like, oh, I'm not interested, but then he suddenly just starts running and he's like, all right, let's go. And Lupin takes a bicycle, tries to get to overtake him, but he just throws out the money. Everyone just stops Lupin in the tracks. And by the end of it, Lupin is like, all right, you know what, this is just the start of the battle, I won't give up this easily. And that's where it ended. Now, yeah, so that was it. That was the end of this episode. Like I said, this episode was the what can I say? This episode was the episode where their bond got strengthened. And like the previous episode, like I said, that Yoko was basically the bridge between these two. However, Yoko leaving made these two awkward with each other again, and they did not know how to interact, how to become better friends, even though they wanted to become friends. And here, this episode kind of showed how, after going through this crazy situation, and that girl giving Jigen a little bit of an advice, how both of them were able to become better friends with each other. And yeah, that was perfect. So that is it. That was my reaction to episode number 2 of Lupin Zero. So like I said, now that I have I've probably this reaction has been ending, has ended. I'm pretty sure a couple of hours later episode 3 will come out. And like I said, it's like a weird timing, and I won't have time to record episode 3 after this. So I'll be 1 week I'll be lagging. So episode 3 today, episode 3 is going to come out. However, I'm reacting to episode 2. That's going to next week I'm going to react to episode 3. That's how it's going to go. And yeah, so just something that I wanted to say at the beginning. I said that in the beginning, and yeah, I'm saying it here as well. I'll be 1 week lagging. However, yeah, there you go. So that is it. Thanks for watching. If you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to press the like button, subscribe if you're new to the channel or you haven't subscribed. Comment down below anything you want to say, anything you want to let me know, and I'll check them out. And yes, that's it guys. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next week with the next episode of Lupin Zero. Until then, goodbye and have a nice day.